Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance. And this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here is her story. Hi, Ollie. I would really appreciate your opinion on this. I had a stalker ex-boyfriend in the past. He was convicted, but it made him worse, if anything. Yeah, it usually does. That's the problem. Once they have to face consequences, it makes him even worse. I moved and then moved even farther away. So far, so good. A few people in my life at the time would say things to me that were really upsetting and invalidating. A friend once said the stalking would stop once I didn't have a need for it anymore. Need what need? Who needs it? I felt blame based on some twisted need I never knew I had. My only real need was to move away. If that was a female, that's female on female hate. That's female on female hate. That's the type of shit that women do to each other. The type of gaslighting, putting them down, invalidation, okay? Because in this girl's mind, she's actually jealous. She's actually jealous you're being stalked because she's thinking to herself, wow, he must really like you then. Why won't some guy get all stalkery about me? That's projection. That's her own projection. I also heard from a friend in another part of the country that I must really hate myself if I felt I had no support. There were times when I really didn't have support in the situation. Frankly, I had none since birth. If I had support from family to begin with, I most likely would have never dated abusers. Exactly. Another thing I heard that I manifested the stalking and or attracted it through the law of attraction. So again, my fault. Again, this is all women, and I'm assuming these are girlfriends of yours, projecting it on them. This is them. There are women who feel they see another woman being stalked and they get jealous. They get jealous over the attention. Because they see it again, and these again are women who think through their pussies. It's like, wow, he's that into you, he's going to stalk you from point. It's complete insanity. Another thing I heard is that I manifested the stalker and or attracted it through the law of attraction. So again, it's my fault. Maybe it's because my dad is a stalker. And what about my mom? I never saw her as the type, but she would be with him almost every time. They would drive or park or walk by my place after I asked them and begged them to stop. I'd say, call me instead, but they drive around the block instead. Then they'd lie about doing it. They don't know where I live now, and I'm no longer creeped out. Is it brash of me to say that these so-called reasons I was stalked are actually forms of spiritual abuse, and these people are in a sense blaming me for having a stalker? No, they're jealous of you that you have a stalker. These are women, okay, who think through their vaginas. Okay, so they see any type of attention is due to their vagina. That's where all your worth is. That's where all their worth is. So they project that onto you. Do you understand? So they project all of their fucked up self-worth through their vagina. Okay, what is a guy gonna do? What is a guy gonna do to be with me? Okay? This is how they're thinking. So they see you actually getting stalked, and they see your vagina being at higher value of theirs, and they want to cut it down because they're jealous. As crazy as it is, as crazy as that sounds, they're jealous that you're being stalked. They're jealous that you're being stalked. The borderline woman who thinks through her vagina is jealous that you are being stalked. because it's all just one. That's all it is. It's all women are to other. These type of women are to other women. Is different type is vaginas, and whose is more valuable. And the only way you prove your value like this is what guy wants to fuck you, or what will a guy go through in order to fuck you. See, they see it kind of as you almost as you bragging. Look at this guy chasing me around. They wish. As sick and sad as that sounds, they wish. I had to leave the friendships. I felt I was being dragged down some new age rabbit hole. They wanted me to believe that I chose my abuse and that I chose my parents before I was born crap. Right. They not so much your parents, because your parents is a different ballgame. The stalking of men, they believe it because they put all their value on their vagina. They don't get it. They don't get it. It's the same, unfortunately, type of woman who stays with a guy who beats her because she'll lie to herself like, look how much he loves me, he'll beat me. It's the same psychosis. It's the same. It's crazy. And I've talked to women like that on this channel. And they come out and they admit, you're right, I'm thinking through, and it's because I'm thinking through my vagina. And that's how these so-called friends are. That's why it's so confusing to you. They're projecting it. They see it as you're valuable because you're being stalked. And they're jealous of it. I haven't had any new stalkers, so going no contact with my parents and their flying monkeys was the right move. My dad would get my at one time favorite aunt or uncle to call me after Father's Day or around my dad's birthday, days on which he was thinking most about himself, of course. Anyway, your thoughts. I don't get into any of my past with new people, but I've wanted to ask your view on it. Thanks. Take care, and as always, keep the resistance going. Anonymous. Here's my thoughts. Anybody you tell about being stalked and they say you brought it on yourself, it's a woman, they're thinking through their vaginas. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. The reason this is so confusing to you is because you're dealing with a bunch of women that are actually jealous that you're being stalked. They don't see it as dangerous. They see it as your vagina is more valuable than their vagina. Because look at what these guys will go through to be with you. And they're jealous of it. And it's to be pitied. And it's sad. And they're to be stayed away from at all costs. So, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your contribution and your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been The Narcissistic Resistance.